Alright guys, welcome back again to more Lost Judgment. We are currently doing a little recon on RK to learn a little bit more about the whole Mikoshiba case that's being covered up thus far, and we are also doing a little bit of side quests here and there to progress through the main story. So if anything else, hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for the love and support. Now let's do this. Alright, let's see what Amasawa has for us, if anything. Oh,
Yagami-san.
thank you for coming.
Amasawa.
What is it you wanted to ask me? Well, it's a rather long story. Is this a good time? Let's see what she has to say. Once you start this side case, everything else will be, but yeah, that's fine. I will help Amasawa out.
Yeah.
Sure thing. After all, I am MRC's outside counselor.
Thank you very much.
So, this is about my classmate. Actually, I should go get him now. Be right back.
Yoroshiku.
Nice to meet you. I'm Hisayoshi Shimada, a second year. Well, I'm Yagami, the MRC's advisor. Nice to meet you.
Hey.
So, what exactly do you need help with? Well, Yagami-san, do you believe in things like curses?
What was that?
I'm sorry, what?
Well,
Just a preface. This case is going to sound either mysterious or ridiculous, depending on your answer.
So.
I know it's going to sound crazy, but please, you have to believe me. Just tell me what's going on first. Then we'll see how it ranks in with all the crazy things I've heard. Curse of Amasawa's family heirloom. Alright, let's ask Amasawa about the job.
Hey.
Would you mind starting us off, Shimada-kun? So, it's about this lucky cat I have at home. A lucky cat? You mean one of those statues of a cat waving its paw, or like an actual cat?
yes.
The former. Yes. They're said to bring good fortune, so you can spot them in all sorts of businesses. There are quite a few kinds. Most of them are said to bring good luck, but black lucky cats are supposed to ward off bad luck in particular.
Oh.
I didn't know that. The thing is, my lucky cat doesn't do any of that. It doesn't bring money or good luck. It just attracts tragedies. Here, this is it. Looks pretty old. My dad bought it from an antique dealer friend of his. Usually they're really expensive, especially the pre-war ones like this. But my dad's friend warned him at the time. This cat brings more bad luck than good. Yeesh. So why'd your dad buy the thing if it's supposed to be cursed? He collects all sorts of rarities, especially the stuff with interesting stories. He goes nuts for those. Sounds like an interesting guy. But yeah, a lucky cat that brings more bad luck than good. I admit, that's an intriguing hook. And Yagami-san, the curse or whatever it is, evidence is starting to pile up, making it seem real.
Well,
Ever since acquiring that statue, Shimadas have been through one ordeal after another.
What was that? Hey.
Would you mind starting us off, Shimada-kun? So, it's about this lucky cat I have at home. Oh wait, we went this way.
Oh.
Yep, you showed me this already.
well,
What was that?
The unlucky cat. Like, some pretty scary stuff. My dad got a really high fever all of a sudden, and was touch and go for a bit. Our house caught on fire too. Wow, potential arson and serious illness. You weren't kidding. That's scary stuff. And my grades keep slipping ever since Dad bought the thing. I never dropped below 10th place before this. Or maybe you're just not studying. Is this really the statue's fault though? Well, you sure can't blame me for the ghosts. One woke up my dad in the middle of the night standing right there next to his bed.
Huh?
A ghost did? He was dressed like an old-timey soldier, totally pale. Just stood there, like he was at attention. But he kept moaning, "Give me back my cat." My dad thought he was dreaming, so he rolled over and went back to sleep.
Does that mean?
So, was it just a dream?
Yeah.
I don't know, but the next day, that's when he started feeling awful. It's like he's been cursed or something.
I see.
Well, that would be unsettling, even if that was just a string of coincidences. My dad's still not out of the woods. Not that he's healthy either. He almost got run over by a car a couple days ago. It's still going on? This isn't really sounding like a coincidence anymore, but I don't know what it could be. At this point, it's probably safe to consider further misfortune inevitable. That may help us determine the cause before any irreversible damage is done. I'm telling you, it's the cat. Why even keep it?
Excuse me.
Here's a question. If you're so creeped out by it, why don't you just throw it out? It's my dad. He refuses to get rid of it. He says the previous owner was this famous author who met his demise because of the statue.
What?
So the statue was cursed even back then. Yeah, my dad said the guy died when he hit his head on it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's quite the story. Apparently, his whole fan base is obsessed with the statue. That's why it's considered really valuable, despite the curse. Who's the author, by the way? Well, Kitan Amasawa. He was a mystery novelist and my grandfather.
Huh?
Your grandfather? And you said hitting his head on the statue. Kitan Amasawa. So, this was an actual cat that you know?
Yes.
Well, only if this is truly the exact same statue my grandfather owned. So you don't know if this is actually the same one?
Well,
My grandfather has been missing ever since he passed away, about 7 years now. Shortly after he died, my grandmother pawned it off. She's always thought it was rather creepy.
I see.
Can you tell from this picture if it's the same one as your grandfather's? It's hard to tell just from just a photo. This was also 7 years ago. I see. But I do remember that the cat was cursed even back then. My grandfather was somewhat of a rarities collector himself, of course. He jumped at the chance of owning a one-of-a-kind unlucky cat. Kitan Amasawa was famous for somewhat bizarre tales of mystery. I can definitely imagine him wanting a statue like this. My grandfather was quite taken with it. He bragged about it quite a bit when I was little. But I'm sure he never imagined his life ending because of his unlucky cat. A lucky cat took the life of Amasawa's grandfather 7 years ago, and now it's back wreaking havoc for another family. Yagami-san. Yagami. Wow. I'm not one to believe in the supernatural. All mysteries must be approached rationally no matter how unusually they present themselves. That's what I firmly believe. Because logic is always found at the true core of any mystery.
that being said,
Right. That's also why my grandfather's unexplained death has stuck with me for the past 7 years. I assume the police ruled out it was accidental, right? If that's the case, it kind of sounds pretty explained. No, actually, on the night my grandfather passed away, I also experienced a strange event. One that has no rational explanation and could only be considered a supernatural phenomenon.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to explain it. Let's just focus on finding out if this is actually the same cat or not first.
Gotcha.
We can do that. Rare for Amasawa to not have the words. But this could be the actual statue that took her grandfather's life. I can see why it'd be tough to talk about. Yagami-san, I'm getting to the bottom of this case one way or another. If something's causing all these tragedies around this cat, there's a good chance more will occur. I don't want anything as awful as what happened to my grandfather to happen to anyone in the Shimada family. Makes sense to me. After all, you're all about preventing incidences before they take place.
yes.
And not only that, this case is personal.
Yagami-san.
Amasawa. Would you please help me get to the bottom of
Yes.
this? Of course. The MRC's advisors got your back.
Thank you very much.
Well, to start with the investigation, first things first. I'd like to see the statue in person.
Yes.
Shimada-kun, do you think your father would mind showing it to us?
So,
Oh yeah, I bet he'd be over the moon to have one of Kitan Amasawa's descendants confirm his statue's the real deal. I'll give him a call now. He says yeah. He'd love to meet you guys, in fact. Good to hear. Where should we meet him? I asked him to meet us at the cafe near the station's Plage. Okay. It'll be faster than getting him signed at the school's reception and everything. Is that okay? Yes, that's fine. Would have felt bad asking him to come all this way here anyway. Well, I'll make my way to the cafe now. Let's meet out front.
Yagami-san.
Alright. To the cafe. Over a cat. Over a good fortune cat. Those things are usually all over, what do you call it? Chinese places where I get my food from. They're popular. Alright, first we gotta leave this spot. And then... Alright. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I'm trying to leave. Alright. Nope. Oh, that works too. Over here.
Yagami-san, would you say that you tail people often?
I mean, it's a big part of the job.
Do you have any tips for avoiding the target's suspicion? I tend to get made fairly quickly when tailing.
What's an average high schooler tailing people for anyway?
I just can't help myself when I pick up a lead.
Kind of dangerous when you don't know your target, don't you think?
But in the end, isn't it worth it if I can prevent an incident?
No. Not if it's something that puts your own life at risk.
I somehow hadn't considered that. Oh, we're off then?
Yeah, alright. So. Where is the... Where's our destination? What? Wait. Where's that cafe? Okay. Why is this cafe so hard to find? Hold on. Does it... Ah, it doesn't say anything. Oh no, do I have to look for the blue folder? That's what I have to do. Alright, let's see if I can find a folder. Here we go. Family heirloom right here. I am... Where am I right now? Ooh, that's a way off. Okay, we gotta take a taxi. Let me double check. Taxi. I'm right here, so where's the nearest taxi over here? Yeah, do I gotta walk it? Really? Yagami-san, Amasawa senpai. Ah, you're Kita Amasawa sensei's grandchild, right?
It's a pleasure.
I'm Kyoko Amasawa.
Domo.
Shimada Mikio Shimada. My son's told me about you. Thank you for being such a good senpai to him. I must say, I'm surprised seeing you for the first time. You definitely have Amasawa blood in you. You're like a heroine ripped straight from one of his novels. I can already tell you're not just this nice face. You're smart as a whip too, aren't you?
Huh?
Oh, really? Come on, Dad, cut it out. Oh, my apologies. And, who's this with you?
It's Yagami.
I'm Takayuki Yagami, outside counselor for the Mystery Research Club. I'm primarily a detective in Kamurocho. Oh ho, a genuine detective. This is just getting better. The seasoned private eye trawling the seedy underbelly of the city with his wonderkin teen sidekick. Man, I wonder what... I already want to buy the whole series. I'm really sorry about my dad. Let's head inside, huh? So, for the mystery at hand, may we see the unlucky cat statue?
Here.
Yes, of course. Here. So this is it. I brought to a taping of that TV appraisal show a few days ago. They couldn't determine whether or not it belonged to Kita Namasawa though. But it turns out to be the real deal. It's supposed to be worth 2 million yen.
Huh?
What? 2 million?
Here.
I mean, considering its legacy, it's basically the holy grail to his fan base. Still, 2 million?
Amasawa.
Do you think you can tell if it's actually your grandfather's Namasawa? Please, feel free to inspect it. In that case, allow me. This deep red stain.
No way.
Is that from when your grandfather... no, it's from when I splashed ketchup on it when I was little.
What?
Ketchup? Yeah, I've been eating a hot dog in his study. I got ketchup all over the room. Well, eating may not be accurate, more like swinging it around like a sword. I was really into his historical drama at the time. My grandfather and I watched it together. Sounds like you were quite a little hellion as a kid.
That being said...
But this stain, I don't know if anything else could make it clearer to me that this is my grandfather's statue. Ho ho, I knew it. You can get millions for this, seriously? Wow, talk about the score of a lifetime.
Excuse me.
If this question comes across a bit strange, sir, but I must ask. Does this statue ever make noise? Maybe like a meow? Huh? Does my cat statue meow? What makes you ask?
Well...
The thing is, on the night my grandfather died 7 years ago, I heard it. this cat, it meowed at me. Are you serious? Amasawa, is this a supernatural phenomenon you referred to before?
Yes.
Hey,
Could you give us some more details? Sorry, I know this must be hard. No, I understand. We have to do it for the case. This is the first time I've seen Amasawa like this. Let's ask her about the statue. The incident 7 years ago.
Amasawa.
You said your grandfather's death was ruled an accident. Was there even a slight chance that it actually was a crime?
Yes.
The police came and checked the scene, but they said they couldn't find anything suspicious. Besides, it happened in a locked room. Not only was the door to the study inaccessible, but the crescent locks on all windows were still secure. A locked room death and a cursed statue. This is sounding more and more like one of Kitano Amasawa's books. What's a crescent lock? They're the most common kind of window locks in homes for a reason. They get the job done. I doubt the windows were a point of entry for anyone that night. Oh, okay. Since the police didn't see any signs of a break-in, or even a struggle, they really had no recourse but to rule the death an accident. So it's doubtful that this was a burglary gone wrong. Afterwards, the unlucky cat creeped out of the whole family enough that the grandfather pawned it off. Unsurprisingly, the family lost track of the statue after that, so I never expected to see it again like this. And the meow?
Amasawa.
So you're saying you definitely heard a meow of a cat the night your grandfather died?
Yes.
Yes, I have no doubt. I believe it was around 1:30 in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night to get a glass of water and passed by my grandfather's study. That was when I heard meowing sound come from the room. Did your grandparents have a pet cat, or maybe it was a stray outside the window?
No.
They didn't have any cats, and I definitely would have known if a stray had gotten in. With Rampo in the yard, no cats could have gotten in without him barking up a storm. And I distinctly remember the sound being loud enough to come in from the room, not from the outside of the house.
Seriously?
Well,
What's even creepier is I can remember my grandfather telling me more than once, when the cat cries, misfortune comes calling.
What was that?
I was given strict orders to never even approach the study if I ever heard a cat meowing in there. That's why once I heard the cat, I ran back to my room and hid, terrified. And the next day, my grandfather was... Must have been very hard. So wait, the next day is when your grandfather passed, and wouldn't that mean your grandfather probably did the meowing? If I'd just been brave enough to go into the room instead of running, maybe I could have prevented my grandfather from dying.
Hey,
7 years ago, you were only about 11, right? Don't blame yourself for being scared. A truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur. I wonder if her grandfather's own incident has anything to do with Amasawa taking the saying so seriously. Serial. Shimada-san, thank you for going out of your way to help us today. Oh no, it's my pleasure. Did you find any clues? Maybe even a lead now? Unfortunately, I'm not so sure. Look out. What the hell? What the? Are you okay? I'm so sorry. I guess it wasn't secured all the way.
it can't be.
unbelievable.
Dad, please. What's it gonna take for you to get rid of the statue? I'm even starting to get freaked out by this. Well, we should get home. Thanks again for today.
Excuse me. Please and thank you.
Would you mind leaving the statue with us for a while? He's like, what? Leave it with you?
Yes.
Until we can debunk the curse. But aren't you worried? This curse is starting to look pretty real deal to me. My grandfather once said curses only blight their believers. Did he now? Yes. He also said you must never succumb to the marvel of a mystery. You must keep your wits about you. Despite my age, he imparted his philosophy of mystery solving to me before his death, and I hold the truths he shared with me in the highest regard. As Kitano Amasawa's grandchild, I cannot back down to these strange events and turn away from a genuine mystery. I refuse to believe in this curse, therefore it will have no effect on my pursuit of the truth. But, still, not only that, this is a mystery that needs solving by an Amasawa. Oh, Amasawa-san. When I heard that meow years ago, I ran from the truth and the result was absolutely horrible. I'll never make the same mistake again. Okay, if that's the case, I'll leave it with you. Please find a way to break the curse before something bad happens again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me.
By the way, I heard that you bought the statue from a friend who runs a second-hand shop. Which one would that be? Ibisu Pawn Shop in Ijinjo. Ibisu Pawn. Got it. I'll go speak with him now. Thanks again. Amasawa's really into this case. Guess I shouldn't be surprised considering... Well, I should step up my advising efforts for her on this one. Hey, buddy.
Excuse me.
Is this a bad time? I'm from the Yagami Detective Agency. Takayuki Yagami. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh,
Oh,
It's a
detective. I'm his assistant, Kyoko Amasawa. You're his assistant. High schooler? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
No, not particularly. What is it you wanted to ask? We're looking into this lucky cat statue for Mikio Shimada. He says he knows you. Ah, this is for Shimada-san. Would you mind if I ask, how did you first come to acquire the statue? This pawnbroker friend of mine closed up his shop, so I bought his remaining inventory. He couldn't vouch for the statue's authenticity, though. Well, we know that it's the real thing now, but maybe we ought to fill him in on that. Might make a mess of things. You don't happen to know who sold the cat to your friend originally, do you? Nah, sorry. He told me it had been passed around a bunch before it ended up in his shop, but he didn't know any specifics. Probably why he couldn't authenticate the thing. I see. Thanks anyway. One last question. This might sound odd, but when you still had the statue in the shop, did anything strange ever happen here?
Eh?
Oh, you mean the curse? Nah, I don't buy into that stuff. Nothing ever happened here to make me change my mind either. Nothing at all. You're sure? Nope. The guy I got the statue from never mentioned any of the sort. Although I suppose he might have just not wanted to sound crazy. I see.
Yagami-san.
Does this mean the so-called curse didn't begin until Shimada-kun's father acquired the statue?
yeah.
It could be his son tricking everyone, though. Because he was so excited to learn that you can make... It was valuable, basically. They can make a lot, because it's a real deal. What's... Smoke?
Yagami-san.
It's on fire.
Are you serious?
Really? Okay, maybe not. I don't know. Get the fire extinguisher. Yeah, we got the fire out of the way. But we seriously have no idea where it came from. Just whoosh, out of nowhere. I'm glad that didn't get any worse.
Can't be.
What do you think started that fire? I have to say the number of incidents around the cat's getting ridiculous. I don't think this is a coincidence at all anymore. Do you smell something? Gasoline? Yeah, I mean, there's a chance that the fire earlier was actually arson.
Yes.
Agreed. Yagami-san, what do you say we search the scene real quick before the police get
Yeah.
here? Let's check and observe for any trace of the area. In the area. Keep sharp for anything like gasoline trails or containers. Alright. Alright, here we go. Check the area. No, it would have to lead here though. It would have to lead to the store. Oh,
Suspicious.
something was dripping here.
If I were to guess,
I'd wager it's gasoline based on the color and smell.
Yeah.
It goes all the way to the alley. Let's see if we can track it. Alright.
Yagami-san.
How about we check the crime scene real quickly? We might find some evidence that will be gone by the time the police arrive. Alright. Sorry. Alley. Where's the alleyway they're talking about? Sorry, you're in the way! Where's the alleyway they're talking about, though? Hold on. Alright, hold on. We're here. Station Square. What alley are they talking about? Do I still need to use this?
What the? Suspicious.
Plastic bottle. Inside, more gasoline smell.
Which means
Yeah.
The fire at the pawn shop was actually arson. But who's the culprit and why? No idea, but let's fill in the police and the guy at the shop on what we found first. Alright.
excuse me.
How should we proceed with the investigation from here? Well, now that we know that the fire at the pawn shop was intentionally set, what I'd love to do is pin down our little firebug.
What?
How exactly?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about them, but they're obviously after the statue. Maybe we can just lure them out somehow. A solid enough idea. Where should we start? I suppose just meandering around town ought to do it, considering how quickly the pawn shop was hit. I can't imagine it taking long. Some genuine hard-boiled legwork, huh? A lot riskier than my usual investigation.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be more dangerous than I like. That's why you ought to head back to... I think not. Please allow me to continue the case. Okay, you know what? It might actually be the son. He's the only one that knows that we own the cat right now, temporarily.
Nah.
Amasada, this is...
Please and thank you.
I need to solve this myself, Yagami-san, please.
Gotcha.
Okay, but you really have to be careful. And keep your distance when we're in public, got it? I'm basically a walking tragedy bag and carrying around this thing.
Yes.
I promise, I'll be safe. So, where should we head first? Preferably somewhere that makes it easy to watch our backs when we kill time. How about we play darts?
What?
You want to play darts? Why? Only one person has to take their eye off their surroundings at a time, and if someone does come after us, you can always counter with some darts to the race? Ace. Okay, I have to give you points for the overall plan, but darts to the face? Ah, that's what it was. Make no mistake, I'm actually quite good at the game. My aim's solid enough to be able to hit a human head.
Nope.
Sorry, I think it'd be best if I handle any incoming threats and if you just don't say that kind of thing to someone, maybe. Right, well, after you. We're not here to play games, but this case has also been a pretty big winner on Amasawa. Maybe it'd do her some good to blow off some steam. Sure, let's play for a bit. Keep your eyes peeled for any suspicious individuals along the way, especially if they're approaching you. I'll be careful. At least this is a small place. We'll definitely see anyone coming for us here. Okay, darts, yep. Move cursor, yep, gotcha. I don't know what the difference is. Cricket.
Let's do this, Yagami-san.
I'm not gonna hold back.
I think I remember getting a bad shot even when I aim for the middle, but we'll see. Ah, missed it. Alright, I got it this time. Hold on. Aim, currently right there. Darn, missed it. I got one more shot. Okay, we'll make this work. We'll make this work, and it's gonna aim for over here. Dead center. What? Go for it.
Oi.
Wow, pretty good.
Oi.
Oh well. My turn then.
Okay, I don't... Alright then, I guess we aim for the glowy spots then? I don't know. Alright, let's try it. We'll go here first. A little higher and...
Yep.
Okay, I guess that's where I was supposed to aim. Why don't we try for 15 over here. Boo. Alright, I'll try center again. I don't think that's gonna work out in my favor though. Wow, good job, I guess. I lost. Don't give up your day job, Yagami-san. Glad to see someone's pleased with how that went.
Amasawa.
You see anyone suspicious yet? I kind of got too into the game and forgot to look around. Oh, come on. You should see more looking? I guess I sort of got into the zone there too, though. Looks like darts didn't make for the best cover activity. We should shift gears. What would work better for us? Where could we watch for our potential assailants? How about I cannot read today. The batting center.
What?
If I were to guess,
We'll still see everyone approaching us. In fact, this could even be better than darts. If one person does the batting, I was gonna say battling. Every time I see that word, I keep thinking battling. The other can observe our surroundings without losing concentration in the game. And even better, a bat makes for a much more effective defensive weapon than darts.
I see.
Well, I had a defensive part for us, but let's get over there before something bad can happen to us here.
Speaking of burdens, have you been studying for your exams?
that is something I try not to think about too much. Obsessing over rote memorization would affect my reasoning skills.
Well, I reason that you shouldn't let your club activities get in the way of your studies.
I admit that's also something I try not to think about.
That doesn't sound like the Amasawa I know. Gotta face the facts sometime.
No, stop it!
Oh, brother.
I'm coming with you!
Alright, where's the batting center here? This is... Okay. I need another controller here. Let's see. Paradise VR. Maybe find a notebook. Tutu. The B. Mahjong. Gambling hall. No, definitely not that. Alright, we're here currently. Mahjong. Paradise BR. Oh my god, it's all the way here. Why are we going such long distances? Look at where we are compared to that. Alright, you know what? Sorry, I'm sorry. We're running. You're gonna have to keep up.
Keep going!
You'll be fine. Just get your cardio going. Alright, let me see. We are... Golly. Okay. Far and away. Far and away. Alright, stay on this side so they don't spot us. Oh, they spotted us. That's okay. We're not gonna fight them today. We're just gonna run. They're gonna give up eventually. See? They gave up. Because they're a bunch of punks. This turn. Nope. 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 Don't give up. Just give up. Oh my god. You guys are really stubborn. Oh no. Alright, good. Good, 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 good.
Wait for me, please!
You're caught up. What are you talking about? Let's go. Oh, that's on me, dude. I cannot believe how far this place is. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Get the board. Get the board. Oh, I can't use my skateboard. Unbelievable. Oh no. No, no.
Please don't leave me!
I'm not. Don't worry. Bear with me. Ah. Here we go.
Why is this always...
Oh, we got the final. Oh my god. You see this? How? There you go. Oh, oh, oh. Fight in the streets. Fight in the streets. go. How did you dodge all that? Nice weaving. Nope. Not as good as mine, though.
And stay down.
Alright, back to it. You know how it is. You gotta keep going. Oh no, I am not fighting you right now, dude. Wait, do I want to? You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Oh, jeez. This one's the big dude. I need a weapon of my own. Back up, back up. I need a... Oh, where is it? Oh, I wish I had a thingy. Alright, we're gonna have to play it smooth. Actually, speaking of, let me take a thing. There you go. There you go. Stay down, dude. Come on. Ooh. There you go. Alright, not bad, not bad. No. No. Ooh. No. Oh my god, that's bad. Whew. Alright, that could have been worse. That could have been worse. Oh, no. Alright, I need to buy more. Oh my god. What are you waiting for, dude? Ooh. Oh my god, I'm terrified of this dude. Oh. Come on, dude. What are you waiting for? Oh, got him. 50,000.
What a waste.
Yeesh. Totally worth it. Alright. When to use snake. Oh, hold on. There's a shop here. I need to buy a thingy. Oh, hey, dude. Burger. Yeah, I'll buy this. One. That's not the shop I was looking for, but we're here now. This is the spot, right? No, we're close though. Wrong spot. No, guys. No, not today. No, I'm not. We're going at the right speed. Nice. Made it safely. Let's get right into it so we don't look suspicious. Right, acting natural. Alright, Slugger, show me what you got. Hmm? Not gonna bet, Amasawa? Let's just say I'm more literally inclined than athletically inclined. Pretty sure even a bookworm can swing a bat. A bit too hard-boiled for detective work for my taste. Okay, just keep an eye out while I swing a few. Can't have anyone sneaking up on us.
Yes.
Leave it to me. Alright, batting, swing a bat. Okay. Let's go.
Here we go. All right.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I have it ready. Let's go. Oh, okay. Oh. Alright, it's gonna move. Oh, come on. What? That's way too fast. What? Lame. Okay, you're not striking me a third time. What? I pressed it. Double? Come on. I pressed it. Still a double? That's fine. Are you having an off day?
Nah.
I guess so. Kind of weird. Usually I get a few more hits in than that. Well, it happens to all of us, I suppose. Great. The bookworm has to make me feel better here. Sure worked up a sweat in there. Have some water. Oh, thank you.
Hey,
So, any luck on your end? Spy anyone? Yeah, about that. I've seen a few somewhat suspicious people, but no one who seems to be paying us any attention. Why don't we take a short break for now?
hey.
Can I ask you something? What is it? Is your grandfather the reason you started the Mystery Research Club?
Yes.
In fact, he's the reason I grew so obsessed with mysteries in general. He's been a very big influence in my life. So, do you see yourself becoming a mystery author in the future? I certainly hope so. No, more than that. I believe it's something I must do.
Yes.
Really? Truth be told, my dream is to complete his unfinished masterpiece. Do you have an unfinished manuscript of his?
Well,
When he passed away, he was in the midst of completing the final entry of his most popular series. He got roughly halfway through the draft, but he didn't write anything about the most crucial part, the dual reveal of the culprit and the method.
that being said,
He didn't leave any notes behind that even hint towards what they could be, so no one knows. How he meant to finish the book. Sounds like you've got some real work on your hands. Indeed, although I recently realized something that could be the potential answers to the mystery. Ah, you really are good. I'll have to send you a copy someday for that one. Let me know if you figure it out before you get to the end. Excuse me. Huh?
Hey.
What's going on? Yagami-san, just keep eye contact and pretend we're just chatting.
Huh?
well,
There's a man across the street who keeps looking at us.
Hmm?
There is. Now that I think of it, he was at the arcade too.
What?
He followed us here.
yes.
Seems so. He wasn't acting suspicious there at first, but later, when I took off with the statue and hid from his sight, he was looking around in a panic, like he'd lost sight of something. So you think he's been after us the whole time? Yeah, I presume so.
Excuse me.
How about we take a bit of a calculated risk? What is it you want to calculate?
Yes.
If I stay here and distract him, would you be willing to slip out and loop around and get him? That way you can catch him before he has a chance to escape?
I see.
Yeah, that sounds like a solid plan. I'll get over to him real quick. Gotta find the back door first. Okay, should be here then. Ah. And this. He'll definitely see me coming from here. How can I sneak up on him without getting caught? Ah, hold on. He's right. That jacket. He recognized me. I guess he did see me when I was on a few places. How can I sneak up? Do I have a disguise? Oh, I do. Okay. Alright. Alright, this outfit should do it. I'll move slowly enough to call his attention.
Hey.
Who are you? Oh, wait, you were that girl. And you're the firebug at the pawn shop, right?
Yagami-san!
Amasawa, keep away. Huh. Cat. The lucky cat. Oh, do you want this? You want it because it's evidence, right? Because of what's still on it? You saw it. You saw it. Saw what? Pray tell. Is there something on this cat that could put you away for good, perhaps? What? Excellent bluff, Amasawa. You let him right where you want him.
Hey.
Now, we have the final confirmation. So, what is it on this cat that could get you in so much trouble? You tried to burn down a pawn shop over this thing. What's in the cat that you need gone so badly? Who knows?
Hey!
What do you know about Kitana Amasawa's death? Hey, I said stay back. How dare you? Good job.
Amasawa.
I thought you said you weren't suited for the hard-boiled work. I suppose it was a bit of I was a bit rambunctious when I was little. Still have what it takes to raise a bit of hell when needed. You fuckers, I'm just gonna kill you both and take the thing. Okay, Amasawa, it's my job from here on. Stay back, seriously. Drop it. There you go. The end. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. Great, he's out cold. Let's tie him up just in case. That ought to do it. It's like it got all gross.
Yagami-san,
Considering how this man reacted to the
if
cat,
I were to guess,
there's at least one secret to it that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, one that neither your family or the police knew about at the same
Yes.
time. And if that's the case, it's not going to be easy to discover. But I can't say that there's absolutely nothing to it. After all, it was one of my grandfather's most cherished rare possessions.
Yagami-san,
Why don't we give it another thorough look over? Yeah, good idea.
What the? Hey. Suspicious.
There's a slight gap around the neckline.
what?
I thought it was all one big molded piece. Look, right there. It's more apparent now that it has mud in it. Must have been from when it got dropped earlier. How odd. Why could it be there? Okay.
What the?
This eyeball jiggles a little. Actually, I can push it in a little bit too. Interesting that the eyes are actually separate parts. But why make something so elaborate? I'm not sure. And here I thought it was the sun. A jiggly eye and a gap around the neck. I wonder if they have any function.
Which means,
If the eyes and the neck are... Could it be? An eye for the truth will eventually find a way. Hold on to that keen eye and take a good look around you.
What was that?
Sorry, I just remember my grandfather saying this once while holding the cat. He said it with pride, but it always stuck out as somewhat odd to me.
if I were to guess,
Maybe he was giving me a hint all the way back then. A hint to how the cat works.
Yes.
Sometimes he'd give me clues to see if I could pick up on a mystery as a sort of game.
I see.
But what do you think he meant by it? Perhaps we're supposed to hold on to the eye. and make the head go around. Look around. We should hold the loose eye in place and spin the head.
In other words,
You hold onto the keen eye and make the head take a good look around.
Yes.
Leave it to the wordsmith, huh? Let's say we give it a try. Turn! The arm! Yagami-san, look! Wow, it just...
It can't be.
It meowed. So, it's a trick statue. I bet this is what your grandfather was hinting at. Yes, of course, but no one in my family had any idea it could do that. If it's yes, it has a secret compartment. Looks empty though. A smudge. No, a fingerprint. And a dark red stain all dried up. Is it? Yeah, no mistaking it this time. That's blood. Oh, I'm so screwed.
no way.
Then let me take a guess. That fingerprint's yours? And this blood belongs to Kitan Amasawa, doesn't it?
Hey!
What do you know about this? Kitan Amasawa, my grandfather. Did you have something to do with his death? Oh, I see. You're that man's granddaughter, huh? To think his granddaughter would be the one who caught me 7 whole years later. Please answer me. Guess there's no getting away with this now. And I'm just so tired. Fine, I'll tell you. Alright, let's hear the truth about what happened to Kitan Amasawa. Finally, Amasawa and the rest of her family can get some closure. Alright, reason for wanting the cat.
If I have this right,
You wanted to get the statue back so you could clean out the compartment? Yeah, that's right. I didn't know for sure there was a fingerprint in it though. Really? You mean you did all this just to be cautious? Yep, I was wearing gloves that night so I wasn't thinking about fingerprints, but once I got away from the scene, I saw I had a tear in my glove, and my finger was covered in blood.
in other words,
So you worried that you left some kind of trace at the scene. Later I read that the police ruled his death an accident, so I knew they didn't find any prints. But that secret compartment, that could have been a game changer. There was a solid chance I left the trace being in there. All it'd take was for one person to figure out the statue's secret and I'd be screwed. That's why I tried so hard to get the cat, but it fell off the map pretty quickly. For 7 whole years, that damn cat's been the one thing on my mind. And all of a sudden, about a month ago, I see the fucking thing on TV, the cat I see in my nightmares all the time. Oh right, we did hear about getting appraised on TV at some point. Let me tell you, I was shitting myself watching the fancy pants appraiser looking it over with his little magnifying glass thing. If he popped that compartment open on TV, oh. So you saw the current owner of the statue on the appraisal show, and that's when you tried to get it back from him. Right. Alright, truth of the tragedy. Hold on, does that mean you're the one causing all the trouble for the Shimada family? Probably, yeah. First I tried sneaking into their place to get it back, but the guy just woke up on me. When I told him to give me back the cat, he thought I was a ghost and straight up passed out. Well, he did say that he started suffering a mysterious illness after that night. A high fever to be specific. Well, that's no mystery. I had a cough that night. Must have given it to him. Well, I suppose that explains that part. But you're not just responsible for getting the guy sick. You tried to burn their house down too, didn't you? Well,
If I were to guess,
since the intimidation failed, you thought you could just resort to torching the evidence, civilians be damned. Are you the one who tried to run over Shimada-san too? And the one who caused the accident outside the cafe the other day? You really are a good kid. I figured if the owner died, his family would get as creeped out as the last one and get rid of the thing, you know? What a scumbag. I like how he's explaining all his, you know, his plans and whatnot. I mean, it's cliche, but still. Then, what about Shimada-kun's grades dropping? Huh? What about that? Guess he doesn't have anything to do with that one. Fear makes mountains of molehills. Because they were so convinced misfortune would befall them, even the most harmless things were perceived as part of the curse. It happened 7 years ago, like you know. I was up past my eyeballs in debt. I needed a lot of money and I needed it by sunrise. That's when I spotted the biggest mansion in the whole neighborhood. I heard some kooky famous author lived there.
that can't be.
You snuck into the house that night. Yep. The place was huge and all the lights were off. Figured I was getting caught.
That being said,
But Rampo was in the yard, our dog. I'm sure he would have barked at you. He was too busy chowing down on the rice ball I tossed him. Well, Paul, sometimes you're too sweet.
Hey,
What'd you do next? I went looking for a study as fast as I could. I assumed all the real goods would be either stashed away or on display in there. It was late enough that I figured everyone would be asleep. But when I found the study and peeked inside, I saw the old man just barely lit up with a candle. He fiddled around with the cat's head, opened the thing up, and took something out.
What?
What was it? I couldn't believe it. Inside the cat, the old man had a bar of gold.
Huh?
A bar of gold? The way he was grinning at it, I knew it was real. It had to be worth millions. I jumped at him without even thinking. We tussled for a bit, so I grabbed the cat and I whacked him in the head with it. How could you? And you took the gold and ran off? Yeah, thought I was gonna be made for life. Damn it, and in the end, the goddamn loan shark just swiped it from me and pretended it never happened. How'd you get out? The study was locked when the police arrived. Oh, that. I panicked after accidentally offing the guy. This went from a simple robbery to a potential homicide fast. I made myself focus and I came up with an idea. I used the cat's arm gimmick to make the whole thing look like an accident.
Huh?
What do you mean? You see, should happen anytime now.
Huh?
It closed. Real smart, that old man. It's built so it closes back up automatically. The arm sprang back up with a surprising force. Yep, that's what I used. You rigged it up to the window, didn't you? Yep. Sounds like an apple didn't fall far from the tree.
Masawa.
Wanna explain, Amasawa?
If I were to guess,
What I imagine happened was he stacked up some books by the window and put the statue on top with its arm lowered, mind you. I also assume he arranged the books rather unstably so it would collapse. By placing the cat right in front, its paw would shoot upwards and engage the window lock, effectively sealing the room. He must have slipped out the window after quickly arranging the scene, then waited, hoping to see the gimmick play out as he had planned before he could get caught. When the time arrived, the paw shot up, whacking the window lock closed. With enough force to knock over both the cat and the stack of books. This was the window right in front of the spot where my grandfather laid. The scene must have ended up looking like my grandfather had fallen and hit his head on the statue.
I see.
I get it now.
which means
That gold bar must have been my grandfather's secret savings. It explains why he never told any of us about how the cat worked. And it explains why he tried to scare me away from the room if I heard it meow. Can't blame your family for never finding out. Not that anyone would have checked for secret treasure before getting rid of what they thought was regular creepy statue. The curse of the lucky cat statue, all due to a secret my grandfather took to the grave. Finally, I know the truth. Just like a mystery writer would hope, I would have been really screwed if you were the smartest that kid. I still can't believe the statue had a secret compartment the whole time, let alone a gold bar at one point. At least I can finally chalk a non-supernatural cause up to meowing I heard that night.
Yeah.
Good point. If you think about it, the curse attached to the statue was just another layer of security for my grandfather. Not only does it have a secret compartment with a gimmick to opening it, but it even has an ominous story surrounding it, designed to drive people away. Perhaps this amused my grandfather enough to make this one of his cherished possessions. I can see that.
Masawa.
At any rate, Amasawa, I'm glad you were able to get to the bottom of what really happened with your grandfather. I can't tell you the weight that's been lifted off my shoulders. It's all thanks to you, Yagami-san. Oh, I don't know. You're really sharp in this case too, Amasawa.
Yeah.
You're the one who figured out the trick to opening the cat. Not only that, you solved the locked room murder right after learning who did it. That's true, but still. You know what, Amasawa? I sort of feel like your grandfather was hoping you'd solve the statue's mystery all along. Think about it. Why else would he ask you to riddle about the statue while holding it, if he wanted to keep it a secret for everyone? Even with what was in it? If I'd solved the mystery, I'd find out what's inside. Or maybe it was meant to be a gift for future you, or like a prize, awarded to full-grown detective Kyoko Amasawa. I see. So when I don't fall victim to lies and push past the fear, I can find a glimpse of the truth. Huh, that definitely sounds like my grandfather. The gold might be gone, but you still grew to become a fine detective and solve the genuine mystery, just like your grandfather predicted. I'm sure he's proud of you wherever he is. I sure hope so. Well, Grandpa, are you? That was a long side quest.